I remember when I was feeling lost and stuck and frustrated and confused and kind of overwhelmed by those feelings, thinking about my late teens and stuff. And the one thing I used to always say was that I was the problem because I didn't know what I wanted and I didn't know what was wrong and I didn't know how to put into words all these things that was going on. Sorry, I'm going to keep my hands out of the way. Because I couldn't find the words to express myself, I felt like nobody could help me because I couldn't ask for help. I couldn't say, oh, I want this or I want that. And then later, I did the self-authoring program by Jordan Peterson. And I really struggled with the goals and setting visions and stuff like that because I just didn't have the words. Is that idea of being so lost and so stuck and so, as I say, not having the words. The whole video chat, the whole thing about YouTube, I'm talking about being fully self-expressed. And there's times for me where there were no words. I really didn't know how to give language to a lot of the things that I was feeling. And in fact, I'm not even sure I knew what the feelings were. There was just no words. And then later it was, can I build up some confidence for speaking? And then now can I work on doing some videos? But there's always different projects. And I wanted to share about that idea of not having the words and offer a few solutions, ideas. I think that if you're in the place where you're feeling lost, you're feeling stuck, it would help to know that there's other people who felt that. And if you look online and you look at the bookstore, there's lots of people who talk about finding your inner compass, finding your North Star, those kind of terms. That's what you're looking for, and they will give you some ideas. What they may say is about being calm and relaxed and, sort of meditation or visualizations or journaling. And that may already be familiar to you. I suspect that if you found me, you already know those things, but you're not doing them, or you've tried them and it's not really worked. Journaling specifically, as I thought of it, was writing. And when I did write, and I wrote about the experiences that I was going through, I felt very sad writing it. And then when I looked back on it later, I felt just as sad, if not more sad. And I struggled to have it as a habit. I was probably doing it wrong. A lot of people swear by journaling. As I say, there just seemed to be so much sadness that came with it. And maybe if I managed to have the habit and stick with it, maybe I would see the patterns and work my way through it. But I didn't feel that I wanted any more sadness or anything hard. And I started doing the cartoons, but I didn't think of them as journaling. It's only much later that I've realised I've been journaling with cartoons. I was doing the cartoons because I was taking quotes from people. I was using I can't remember the guy's name, and he uses the term steal like an artist. And what he means, he doesn't mean steal. He means you take from this art, you take from this person, you take from this, and a little bit of inspiration, all these different things, a little bit of inspiration. And so I did, although I didn't have the words myself to say what was going on inside, I did recognize when I saw somebody else using words, and it might be sort of everyday conversation on a video, or it might be a special quote or a song, or sometimes it was just one word, and I was like, I like that word. Oh, I was going to bring another poster down, but I forgot to bring it down. Somebody said once, I'm so glad she said that. Just those words. I'm so glad she said that. And I wrote it out on a big piece of paper. And I'd been thinking about my work and what I wanted to create and what I wanted anybody seeing my work to think. And you can get in your head a bit, but when I heard somebody say that, I'm so glad she said that. I thought that's it. I didn't mean to point at you. I thought that's it. That's what I want. Anybody watching and me talking about my stuff and that I found expressing myself hard, and then I don't find it like a switch that is on and off. That I'm kind of building skills and building confidence and courage. I'd like you to feel. I'm hoping to find people that just need to hear that and say, "Oh, I'm so glad she said that." And yeah, so I take the words from other people, and then I was doing the cartoons for me for fun, and I kind of found a little bit of lightness and a sense of humour. And even if it was something scary, I'll share one. I won't share loads because there's other videos to share loads. This is one I was doing, trying to show me jumping between two worlds. I I knew what was going on in my life at the moment felt like there was going to be a fresh start or something new. And I suppose if I was journaling, I could write it out in words. But this was how I was feeling. It's like I'm I'm on my way. This is not. I went back just the other day to add some more pictures with these globes, and one of them I've done like a little stick person sort of clinging on to the globe, and in the background I've written the words "Let go." It's like, oh no, I'm holding on. Anyway, I don't mean to make light if you're lost, stuck, overwhelmed, anything horrible. I'm kind of thinking that if you're watching this, you're not in your crisis moment. You're in your after all the stuff has happened, and I hope that you have help and support that you need. And if you're thinking, oh, meditation, if that's how you feel, if somebody says meditation and you go, oh, I've got to learn how to meditate. Somebody says visualization, you go, oh, you know you need the data of what's going on inside. And if it just feels like you don't have the words, maybe you steal like an artist and take a quote or something. Maybe you write that down. Maybe if that doesn't feel like enough, that you do a little stick person and you put a smiling or you put a frowning there are videos here. There's a few up about just drawing the face. I talk about making mistakes with the drawings too. That's kind of a little bit how you feel. You make a mistake and your character looks a bit winky wonky and like she's feeling something very different to the words that are saying. And that you'll feel something. You'll feel something that's like, ooh, no, I don't feel like that. Or, ooh, yeah, I do feel like that. That's actually representing me better. I keep putting my hands up. Sorry. I want you to feel like you are on the page. And I think that's the point of the journaling is to get out of your head and to get some of that stuff out onto the page. And I'm here offering an alternative to the writing if the writing just makes you feel like that's more overwhelmed because you don't need more of that right now. You need to tap into, I think Martha Beck says the inner compass, and you need to be doing that again, but you don't need to be giving yourself a hard time. Okay? So there you go. Cartoons may be a way forward. Bye.